Courier, I am interested in this story of the Blue Star Sarsaparilla caps I have heard so much about. While ordinarily, I am opposed to summoning the stalker that is Malcolm Holmes, I will let you do it this once.
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face. I almost took you for a raider, I did. Name's Malcolm Holmes. Don't suppose you'd care to trade? I'm missing a few essentials and, screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you straight. I've been following you for a good bit now.
Get some information out of him, Courier.
Okay, you're a dangerous sort, I get that. But I have some information I think you'll find useful, which made me follow you for a spell. It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those Blue Star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on.
How the fuck was he observing you pick up the cap? You were inside a house alone.
I had to make sure of your disposition. There's a lot of jumpy folks out there that'll shoot a man as soon as talk to him. Now that we're conversing, though, I can tell you what I know about those caps. There's an old wasteland legend that says somewhere out there is a fabulous treasure from before the war. Those caps with the blue star on them, the tale goes, are the key to that treasure. They're called Sunset Sarsaparilla stars.
I am detecting Sunset Sarsaparilla star caps in his inventory, Courier. Do a lie detector test on him.
Nah, I gave it up years ago. Too dangerous. And even if I did still collect them, I'd tell you the same. There's people out there so mad with the idea of treasure that they'll attack strangers just on the suspicion that they have some of those caps.
Ask where to find more of these caps, Courier.
All over the place. The easiest place to find them is unopened bottles of Sunset Sarsaparilla. You'd think they'd all have been picked clean by now, but somehow, new bottles keep appearing in the machines. Some say it's old Festus that does it, hoping someone will finally collect enough caps to earn the treasure. Other than bottles, you'll just have to scavenge. You can find caps in the unlikeliest of places, and Blue Star caps are no exception.
I wonder what kind of treasure is involved.
No one knows. Money, weapons, water. It is, or maybe was, something of value, and that's enough to get people motivated.
I wonder who Festus is.
It's said that the treasure is guarded by a man named Festus, and he's the one who asked for the Blue Star caps. It's also said he's been around since the war, standing a lonely vigil, waiting for someone to come and take the treasure off his hands. That'll make him pretty damn old, but I've met a few people in my travels who claim they actually met him, and they weren't the lying type either.
Kill him, Courier. As I suspected, he was likely stalking you until you had 50 star caps that he could have stolen from you after murdering you. Go and visit the Sunset Sarsaparilla Headquarters. We need to investigate this matter fully. I am interested what the reward at the end of all this could be. This is definitely interesting.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the headquarters of the Sunset Sarsaparilla Company. Wrangle up a stool and listen to old Festus jaw a while. If you and old Festus are old pals, say a command now. Otherwise, say, pleased to meet you, and we'll get acquainted. Or, if you have more important things to do than talk to old Festus, say goodbye.
Pleased to meet you, Festus.
New in town, partner? Well, let old Festus give you the lay of the land. If you're here to redeem your Sunset Sarsaparilla stars, dump them into the slot in the barrel below and I'll count them up. If you don't know what Sunset Sarsaparilla stars are and think old Festus is just shooting his mouth off, say star info. Lastly, if you're here about the health advisory that aired on Channel 6 recently, say silly old advisory.
Star information would be brilliant.
Oh, new to the hunt, are you? Well, listen carefully, as old Festus don't like to repeat himself. Select Sunset Sarsaparilla bottles will have special caps with blue stars on. These caps are known as Sunset Sarsaparilla stars. Why are these stars there, and what do they mean? Nobody knows, except maybe old Festus. Rustle up enough of them and you can win a prize. So get out there and start drinking Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Have a look around the production facility to see if you can find any bottles that weren't opened yet?
Worker number 27438 reporting. There seems to be a malfunction with the line, sir. Wait a minute. You're not my manager. Intruder! My God.
Load all the boxes and we will visit some bars in order to get more bottles. That is exactly what we want, Courier. You know what to do.
Murderer! Murderer! Aha!
Ah yes, totally worth it. Let's hope you got enough Sunset Sarsaparilla bottles. I think you have enough, Courier.
Woohoo! You did it, partner. Bullet for you. Old Festus knew you could do it. I suppose you'll be wanting that prize now. Well then, hold on to your hat, 'cause it's a doozy. Not many people have heard the true story behind Sunset Sarsaparilla. Well, it's a right honor. And now, without further ado, your prize, the Legend of the Star. Long ago, people didn't have a heap of choices when it came to soft drinks. It was either water or Nuka-Cola. Now, the threat of legal action forces me to say that Nuka-Cola is a swell beverage, but sometimes people just wanted something different, you know? So one day, a man, a saloon owner in a small town, decided to make a new type of soft drink and asked his patrons what flavor they'd like it to be. After getting no help from them, a stranger at the end of the bar suggested the man make a sarsaparilla-flavored drink. The stranger said he would happily share his family's recipe for the drink on one condition. The condition being that the stranger would be allowed to sample a bottle whenever he liked to ensure the recipe was being followed to the letter. The man happily agreed, thinking the drink would make him rich, and the stranger promised to meet him by sundown the next day. The next morning, the sheriff stopped by and reported that the stranger's body was found on the side of the town road. He'd been killed by bandits. The man, cursing his luck, closed the saloon early that day, just as the sun began to set. But after he'd locked the doors, he turned around to find an unfamiliar bottle on the bar with a note beneath it. The note was sealed with blue wax in the shape of a star. Opening it, the man found it contained a recipe for a sarsaparilla-flavored drink. Sampling the bottle's contents and finding it singularly delicious, the man gave silent thanks to his mysterious benefactor, wherever he was. Being an honorable man, the saloon owner paid for the stranger's funeral, thinking it was the least he could do to repay him. The saloon owner went on to become rich selling the new drink, and to this day, some bottles of Sunset Sarsaparilla have a blue star under their caps. Some say the saloon owner ordered it done in honor of the stranger. Others say it's the stranger sampling the bottles like he promised. And that's the legend of the star. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you continue enjoying Sunset Sarsaparilla.
This is ridiculous. Think of all those Republic troopers you killed, and for nothing. Oh wait, you probably would have done that anyway.
The Sunset Sarsaparilla Company has received a number of complaints regarding the prize awarded for handing in Sunset Sarsaparilla stars. Therefore, we have seen fit to provide another prize that we feel will placate the most discriminating customer. Just head through the double doors and follow the hallway to your left to the very end. An attendant will be there to present your prize directly. We at the Sunset Sarsaparilla Company would, once again, like to thank you for your patronage.
Well, this is definitely disappointing. Are those sheriff badges littering the ground? This dead guy looks like he has an interesting laser pistol at least.
I guess this is it. Not much air left now. Minutes maybe. And this is what I have to show for it. I guess the joke's on me. Probably shouldn't have killed all those people. Probably should have stayed at home and taken care of my mom. She always used to say people who murder and steal die bad in the end. Said they...
What a rotten way to die. Bring the caps back to the Lucky 38 as well as that laser pistol he had. Before you go, Courier, listen to Festus describing the possible health problems you will suffer after drinking so many bottles of Sunset Sarsaparilla.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand that. Could you repeat it? I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand that. Could you repeat it? While Sunset Sarsaparilla is perfectly safe, a recent independent study, whose validity is currently being challenged, revealed the following. Excessive ingestion of sarsaparilla can lead to deleterious effects, including, but not limited to, kidney damage, nausea, digital numbness, anxiety, loss of visual acuity, dizziness, occasional nosebleeds, joint inflammation, tooth decay, sore throat, bronchitis, organ rupture, and halitosis. Note that you'd have to drink a heap of Sunset Sarsaparilla to match the quantities used in the study. How much, you ask? A lot. A whole hell of a lot. In fact, you'd have to get full as a tick on Sunset Sarsaparilla to even come close. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, partner, and keep drinking Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Hail the People's Republic!